Welcome back to the Lemon Factor. I'm Chad, and today I'm here once again with our newest project car, this 2003 Lexus IS300. And we're going to continue doing what we have been doing over the course of the past couple of months and a handful of videos, and that's continuing on with some preventative maintenance. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the ignition system. I intend to replace the spark plugs, the plug wires, and the coil packs on our car here. Do they need it? That's questionable. And that's why I'm so concerned that maybe I'm wasting a lot of money and a lot of time doing all this maintenance. I don't think it's a waste. I think it's a good idea, especially on a car that's approaching 100,000 miles and on a car that we're going to be pushing it beyond, or at least up to its limits when we install a turbo. So if you're interested in finding out how to change the spark plugs, the coil packs, and the wires, then stay tuned. Next step here is to remove the electrical connections, and there's 1, 2, 3 right there. I would be careful doing this because of the age of the car. Don't want to break any of these. Here. Holding this in place, so just one 10 millimeter. These are the brackets for the wires. Here's your electrical connections. Third one's down here. We'll just tuck this off to the side. Now it's time to remove the coil packs and the plugs. And on the Lexus IS300 here, they're set up in pairs. So as you remove one coil pack, you'll be removing one plug, wire plug. As far as the cylinders, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cylinders. We're going to take the plug from cylinder number 5 up here. Hopefully it comes out. Ooh, nice. But look at all that oil. That's not good. And we'll follow the wire down to this coil pack, and we'll have to remove this coil pack with a 10 millimeter. And luckily this boot stayed on, which is good. If it does come off, you can just grab it with a pair of tweezers. You can just grab it with a pair of needle nose pliers. Now let's grab 1 and 6. Pop right out, but again, lots of oil. Don't like that. Number 6 requires a shallow 10 millimeter. There we go. Oh, nice and greasy and oily. It does with oil, just like everything else. And then 3 and 4. Ugh. After thoroughly cleaning this, we're now ready to remove the old spark plugs. What I like to do is take a look at the spark plugs, see if there's any signs of abnormal wear. While I do that and take them out one at a time, I think this is a great opportunity for us to use our borescope and scope each one of the cylinders, take a look at the pistons, and see what we can see. So I'm going to start with cylinder number 1. .5/8" spark plug socket, so it has a little rubber boot inside. And here's our cylinder number 1. These are Denso SK16R P11 Iridium. Definitely have the oil, but the plug itself, that looks good. That looks normal. So let's take our borescope, find out if there's anything to see in there. It's dirty, I know. There's our piston. And lots of buildup. I have my new spark plug here. Once I turbocharge the car, I will be either changing the gap on this or going to a colder plug. But for now, I am using these NGK IFR 6T11s. Lexus recommended gap is 1.1 millimeter or 0.043 inches. I put them in loosely, make sure I don't cross thread. There we go. And that's 13 foot-pounds. Spark plug number 2. Doesn't look bad. This one is right at the top here. Looks like the other. I can't see the edges because of how close it is up top, but definitely got a carbon buildup on those pistons. And number 3. Ooh. That one's a little further down. So it's a little easier to see. Wow. Tons of oil on this one. It's splashing all over the place. And unfortunately, leaking into my piston. Look at that. That definitely should be impacting my drivability. Look at all that oil on the spark plug. Well, not a surprise. It shows us there's oil on top of the piston. Here's number 5. Similar to number 4, lots of oil. Lots of oil. And dripping oil. Probably the worst one yet. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, if you found it entertaining, if you want to help support the Lemon Factor, please consider hitting that super thanks button that can be found at the bottom of the video. And now we are ready to install the new wires. I did get this set of NGK. 3 new coil packs. We will attach the wires to the coil packs and then attach them to our spark plugs. I'm not going to do that right now. I've ordered some valve cover gaskets. I'm going to leave it like this. Hopefully I'll get those within the next couple of days, and I will change my gaskets so I don't have leaking oil all into my spark plugs anymore. I think we're done for today. I want to thank you very much for joining, and until next time.